You are now tuned in to another episode of the Guns Up Club podcast. I am your host, Mikey. If you're new here, welcome. Nice to meet you. Hit the subscribe button and like the video. I've been getting a lot of likes, so y'all keep liking the videos. Let's get to 100 likes. I think the most likes I got was like 70 something. So like the video before we even start. Today we're doing something different. I got my brother as a guest. X, formerly known as Bel Air. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the channel, Brody. Introduce yourself.
What up, what up, what up, what up, man? How y'all doing? Man, it's long awaited, you feel me? My brother Mikey invited me to the Gunzo Club. Had to pop out, have fun with y'all today. As he said, formerly known as Bel Air. I go by X these days. But hey man, I'm excited to be on the platform. I appreciate you for having me, bro. You know, it's always love. I'm excited to be here.
It's been long overdue, you know. I was trying to have you for a while, but people trying to figure out this technology thing. I was like, I could do this. You know, I don't have to wait for you to come here. So whenever you touch back in town, though, you know what I'm saying, we have to sit down on the couch.
You already know, bro. We always locked in. Like, it's been a minute, you feel me, since I've been back in LA. But you know, I'm really proud of what you've been able to establish as far as the podcast and everything you're doing, bro. So, you know, I'm glad to be here, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. So, Bel Air, I know you introduced yourself. X, my bad. See, I'm so used to him with.
It's gonna take some time, bro. It's gonna take some time.
It's gonna kick in. I'll be like, yo, it's X now. But talk about you an artist slash entrepreneur slash a bunch of other things.
Right.
Talk
most
about.
Definitely.
We could start off with the artistry. So let's talk about being an artist and pursuing art slash pursuing. Let's just start from there. Let's go ahead.
Let's start from there. Okay, yeah, man. We go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as music and art, I started making music when I was like 12, 13. Initially, you know, the passion I kind of started when I was younger back home. You know, living in Ethiopia. I didn't move to America until I was like 18. So that was back in 2008. But I always had a passion for music, always had a passion for entertainment. And, when I first moved to the States, I was actually, singing on a choir, and I was in a church, and that kind of developed a bit of my voice and my skills of live performance and things of that nature. But music has been a part of my life for a long time, as long as I can think of. Me and Mikey used to make music together as well. Of
course.
Pretty much, put out a lot of good projects and body of work. We still got a lot more work to do, but as you know, life takes you different places, and we've had to transition at times and grow into different areas in life. And so, yeah, man, art and music is something that I'll always be doing, something that's a part of me. I'm always a creative, so one way or another, I'm gonna get creative. Whether it's music, whether it's film, whether it's storytelling or writing or creating clothing, or just whatever it may be, man. It's an outlet for me. So that's definitely something I enjoy doing. Outside of that, as of lately, obviously, Mikey actually inspired me to get into the tech world. You know what I'm saying? He's always been working in the tech industry, and so kind of just pushed me towards that field as well. So I'm in tech sales. I work for pretty much a pretty prominent company or whatnot, working in tech sales. I've always been in sales as well. It's just kind of been like my one other thing that I do of survival, in a sense, you can say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which eventually developed into like other areas, and as I continued down that path, it's been able to kind of just like help me start my own business now. You know what I mean? And just kind of have a different perspective on how to approach business. So entrepreneurship is also something that's been in my blood. My dad has owned his own businesses all my life. Growing up, I saw him run his own businesses. And it was just a matter of time before, I started to do and follow that path as well. So that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm working in the tech sales. I'm working in tech industry. I have my own businesses that I'm jumping off. And music is somewhat on pause right now. But, I'm finding different ways to express myself But we'll see, man. You know, you never know when me and Mikey might had another
Yeah,
project coming
we
up and
we
do a
we was
collaboration.
we was actually discussing the song that you played for me the other day over the phone.
Right.
So we're
Okay.
back now. No, but no matter what, I noticed, even between like us, we paused music for like a year and a half, 2 years now.
Right.
No, three now. But even though we just dabbling here and there, we still make our way to come back and record because artistry is part of us. Like you said, even though we try to convert that energy into something else and
Right.
succeed at it, or we make our way back to release music. You know what I'm saying? It's not going
Right.
to stop forever,
No,
and that's
exactly,
amazing.
man.
So, talk about. So you mentioned its own pause, but it's coming back. But you a man of multiple hats.
Right.
You wear multiple hats. So,
Right.
talk about your survival or day job
Right.
using tech. How you got into tech? You said I always
Right.
pushed you to get into tech, but
Right. Right.
somehow you use sales and you stayed in that sales lane to like
Right.
find a way into tech, right? So speak about that.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. So, my sales journey actually, just started off early as we all, come to this country and we're looking for jobs and whatnot. I went to college, right? I went to Santa Monica College for like 2 years, and I really didn't like
SMC,
SMC, bro.
you the
You
you
know what
the
I mean?
second person that on the pod that said that. So
Yeah, I
we
was
was there.
going
We was up there. Yeah.
to, yeah, we was up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Most of us went to SMC, bro. I got a lot of homies in LA that went to SMC. So
Mhm.
I went to, well, let me take it back, man. So I came to America, and, actually, when I came to America, bro, I went to a prominent school back home. I went to Lycée Gaudemartin, right? For whoever
Yeah.
knows,
Flex your French roll.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to shout out my Lycée folks, bro. Lycée is pretty much, a French francophone, you know, private school, right? And international private high school, whatnot. So I went there most of my life. So I speak French. Most of my family on my dad's side speak French. So that's kind of like the path they had me in. But we kind of was taught French, English, and then you learn obviously your main language as well. So going to lycée, I kind of grew up in a very diverse environment, right? So I grew up with all kinds of Africans, right, from different countries
Ambassador
within
kids,
Africa,
huh? Yeah.
ambassador kids,
Yeah.
president kids,
Yeah.
just all kinds of stuff, and it was fun, but it allowed me to pretty much, like, when I came to America, I think that's really what helped me as well, because I grew up around so many diverse cultures that it wasn't really like hard for me to transition when I came to America, right?
Mhm.
And I've already been like accustomed to speaking English and things of that nature. So the transition wasn't so hard. It was more so like being away from home, being away from family. My
Yeah. Even
parents are still back home.
understanding the culture too here. That kind of like takes. I'm
It
sure
takes a
everybody
little
relates
bit.
to that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right,
Go
right,
ahead. My
right.
bad. Sorry
So
to cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm not you straight. You're totally right, bro. I came to LA. LA life was different, especially with the gang culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't grow up around gang culture. So I come to LA, I'm wearing all red, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm getting pressed when I'm walking down Fairfax or Inglewood, and I'm like, I had to get accustomed to, okay, now I understand there's like politics, gang politics, and all kinds of stuff. But those are things you pick up along the way, right? But the transition was kind of like seamless for me. I had family out here, so they kind of just like introduced me to people, put me in the church, right? My cousin kind of introduced me to the church family, Paradigm. Shout out to Paradigm. My boy Mikey used to come up there trying to pick up some women, you know what I'm saying? Some of the ladies. And they
You
used to
know,
come to church and flex. That's when I
I'm
used to
dead.
be. That's when I used to be
That's
somebody, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's actually what we met. That's actually
Right.
we met briefly, but we connected
Facts.
down the line. You
Right.
know, down the line, like when it comes college time and stuff like that. But continue, bro.
Yeah, man, we gotta take it way back. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take it back way back to when you and the homies used to pull up to the church. That's kind of like the first interaction we had. And then later down the road, obviously as life went on, we kind of just built a friendship, and then we went from there. But yeah, man, I was in the church for quite some time. Before I came to America, I was really like I guess you could say like a wild kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to throw party a lot back home, get into a lot of fights when I was in high school and things of that nature. And during my 11th grade time, like I was in 11th grade or whatnot, I got expelled from school. You know what I mean? So
At least say.
at Lycée, bro.
Sheesh. Okay.
I got expelled from Lycée, bro. That's the real story. So when I got expelled from Lycée, you know, my parents were really disappointed. My dad was like, "Yo, so what we gonna do with you, man? Like, what's the next move?" I was like, "Pops, you know what to do, bro. You know, I can't go to no
Send a
Mangus
nigga to the US.
I can't go to no Mangus to
Hell
man. You know
no.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?"
Yeah.
So, you know, my parents just kind of worked it out for me, bro. And I ended up in LA, bro. You know what I'm saying? By God's grace. And yeah, man. So I went to, you know, I came to America. I finished my senior year at Fairfax High. And from Fairfax High, I went to Santa Monica for a little bit. And during that time, bro, it was like a transition in my life. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was trying to figure it out. And then even from then on, I took a year off from Santa Monica, went to Job Corps, bro. I went to Job Corps for another year.
I remember. I remember.
I was at Job Corps for a year, bro. And I picked up like, you know, like I was supposed to study radiology, and I just didn't. It just school wasn't my thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
at the time, I just school wasn't my thing, so I just left Job Corps, went back to Santa Monica, still trying to figure it out. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start working. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start working, get in the field, and see where I can go from here. So that's kind of like how my sales journey started. Right at that
Wow.
point,
Yeah.
I started working at I started working at 24 Hour Fitness. Well, actually, my first job was at the Chinese theater in Hollywood. You feel me? I was
For where? Like you were at the movies,
at the
popcorn and shit.
movie. Yeah, selling. I mean, I was cutting tickets at the booth. You know what I'm saying? I was selling popcorn. You do concessions. You do different things. Sometimes you'd be on duty. You'd have to clean up the theater. But I loved to do that because at the time the theater would be empty as hell. So I'll walk in the
Right.
theater. I'll just act like I'm cleaning. I'll just be watching all the new movies. You feel me? Just kick back. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, at that time, I remember me and my auntie got into it because she was super religious or whatnot. And you know, I was young. I love my auntie, man. Everything she did by me was right. But when you're young and you just like
You don't. Yeah.
rebellious, you know what I'm saying? And so we got into it, and my auntie was like, "You gotta go." You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like around maybe 19, 20 around this time. Auntie kicked me out the crib. So, you know, trying to figure it out. And then I end up in Riverside. That's when you used to see me in Riverside. I used to pull up the
That's
party
when
in
yeah,
Riverside.
that's what the real connection. It
All
started
right,
picking up between me and you.
right.
Yeah,
I was at the homie Touré's frat
it
house.
was wild.
You feel me? And I had my other homie Yafet, who was my dear friend, my brother, bro. He was just like, you know, he used to come see me in Riverside. Just I have a lot of good friends by God's grace, bro, that's been in my life. So he just used to come check up on me and stuff like that. And then he was like, eventually was like, yo, I can get you a job at 24 Hour Fitness, you know. And so I was like, man, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And his parents offered me a room in their house to where like once I start working, I could pay rent and just like rent that room type stuff. So I ended up at 24 Hour Fitness, working at 24 Hour Fitness and renting a room from
Were
the
you
crib.
selling membership?
Yeah, I was selling memberships.
Mhm.
I would also be doing like the front side of things, like
You
customer
just
service
checking and
type
shit.
stuff, checking people in and stuff. And so I would do that, and then sometimes most times I would also work the night shift. So I would have like the overnight shift type stuff. So
Mhm.
man, those times was pretty tough, bro. I would be sleeping in the kids' room and stuff. You feel me?
This is
uh,
before you had a room in that.
this is when I moved to Anaheim. I moved to Anaheim at that point. I was renting a room from the homies' family. You feel me? I was
Mhm.
staying with them, and then I was working at the 24 Hour Fitness. Shout out to them, bro. They really looked out for your boy,
Yeah,
and
shout out to
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And so you know, a lot of people want to talk about how they're self-made, bro. For me, bro, I don't know how that can exist. You know what I'm saying? I've really had a lot of people in my life. For one, God. Secondly, just God has placed a lot of people along the way, man, that's been able to help me get in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So the day today I stand here because a lot of people played a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very thankful for everyone. By the way, if they end up watching this, man, I love
I
y'all
love how you're giving flowers to people,
always.
to people that helped. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right,
and you mentioned God
right.
was God was living within them to help you. So it was God
Facts,
speaking to you.
facts,
So
most
yo,
definitely.
that's a beautiful. Cause bro, I seen, you went through a lot of hurdles here in the U.S.
Right, right.
Coming here on your own to LA, to big city,
Hmm.
and then managing to you know being where you are today. I'm very proud of you, bro.
Thank you,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Appreciate it,
So
man.
it's an amazing journey. But talk about sales tech now. You doing that as your day
Yeah.
job. So how is that? And
So
then I want you to explain the job, because I was giving a little game out in the past videos where I was telling people how to get into tech and stuff. But sales
right.
tech is another part I didn't mention. So please go ahead and
Mhm.
explain that.
Most def. So 24-hour fitness was one of my experiences as far as sales, and I've had a lot of experience in sales. I've done door to door, business to business, business to consumer. I've done MLMs, multi level marketing, and just kind of building off my sales experience over the years. Right, working in different various industries. Uh, and then my last career, I was actually a broker. I was working in the logistics industry, working at a brokerage firm. And when I was working there, I just knew, bro, like as I was seeing other people, like yourself, scale within the tech world and different things, even though I was loving what I was doing, I realized times is changing. You know what I'm saying? And
I
so
can,
you really got to get with the times and understand, like, especially, I always looked at the tech world. You was doing manual QA and all kinds of stuff. And I didn't really like for a long time, like that wasn't the field I wanted to get into. But once I realized that I could actually be selling software and technology and still, be able to utilize my skills and my resume, what I've been able to do in the tech world, I started looking into it. And again, you encouraged me a lot, but I looked into a course. I was listening to a podcast called Tech is the New Black, and dude really was put me on game as far as like how you can get in the tech sales world and stuff like that. So I took a course. It's called Course Careers. Uh, very very affordable course. You know what I'm saying? You could take that at your own pace. But again, I've been an account executive. I've had the business side and sales side of experience. So it was just about getting a certification, and then from that point on, getting on LinkedIn, building relationships, putting yourself out there, and opportunities will flow. And so that's kind of like how I got into it, bro. I took the course, got the certification, went on LinkedIn, and just literally just put myself out there. Started getting a lot of interviews, a lot of calls and things of that nature, and I just finally decided to make that transition. And I promise you, man, I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I work remotely now, fully remote from the crib. It's been a really a life changing experience because, for one, obviously you make good money working in the tech sales world, working in any type of tech field. The trajectory to growth is very promising. Um, and again, if you're like if you have the right mindset, you're somebody that want to grind, put your best foot forward, you could really make it happen in here. And then just the flexibility it offers, right? Being remote has been allowing me to really focus on my side businesses,
there you go.
other things that I'm able to do, just
Mm,
gain my time back. That time you spent commuting 2, 3, 4 hours a day is gone from the moment you get ready, go to work, come back, you
yeah,
tired. Then you gotta
yeah.
go to the gym. Then you gotta work out. Then you're working on your business. You're
You'll be
doing this,
trained.
that, third. Yeah, you be drained. So in this new time that we living in, bro, I know everybody want to go remote anyway. So and as time goes, bro, that's really the wave. So anybody that really is considering trying to get into sales side of tech as well, check out Tech is the New Black. That's a great podcast. They'll put you on some great game. All they do is talk about tech. You should check it out too, Mikey. They have a lot of great
No, I
resources.
know them. I know them.
You know it, right? All right,
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a good platform to like just strictly tech, like whether you want to be in cybersecurity, you want to be a sales engineer, whether you want to get into whatever situation you want to get into, man. And Shout out
I
to them too.
I love. You said I'm gonna ask you two questions. So you
Yeah.
mentioned you took the initiative, bro,
Right.
to even market yourself to look for the transitional job. Most of
Right.
the time, bro, people are held by fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when they make a transition, career change, or whatever, they might
Right.
feel like, oh, I'm not ready, so they won't make the initiative to apply because of fear.
Right.
Oh, the fear of I'm not gonna get hired, I'm gonna look stupid, blah blah blah. But shout out to you for like even taking the initiative to say, you know what, I took this little course, pay you at your own pace, finish at your own
Right.
pace, and
Right.
then making that jump to be like, all right, let me go on LinkedIn, I'm ready. And
Right.
then even though it might look like you might have no experience in tech yet,
Right.
but you got it on the sales side. But you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it all
Right.
worked out for you. So
Right.
I say that to say uh, when you take risks, right? It's not even a risk. Like you just got to be out there. Whatever you got to do, just execute. Don't hold back by fear of like what's fear the unknown. Like you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, you know what they say, bro? Like all your dreams are on the other side of fear. So
there you go.
fear, first and foremost, my favorite acronym is false evidence appearing real. That's what it stands for. So
Oh, okay. I
fear ain't
love
even
it.
real. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not. It's
It's
not.
not real. Fear
Once
is
you
an
jump, you feel
opportunity.
it. It's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
fear
is.
is an opportunity, man. I remember watching the video of Will Smith when he went what is it, bungee jumping, and then he went like skydiving out
I
of a
see. Yeah,
helicopter
yeah.
or something like that. And he was talking about that moment, like where he was like, "Man, all your dreams are on the other side of fear. Fear is just that moment that's like literally testing you to see if you want it bad enough." You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man, you just got to take initiative in life. And there's so much to explore, and don't be afraid of the unknown. Only great things can come from it. And if you fail, bro, it's a good thing. A lot of people are scared of failure, but there's no success without failure. I failed all my life, bro. All my life, I've been failing my way to where
Talk
I'm
your
at
shit, bro.
today. You know what I'm saying? For real. You done seen me fail so many times, bro. You know what I'm saying? In every kind of
Together,
way.
my nigga. A lot
Together,
of
you know what I'm
ways.
saying?
It's normal.
Relationships. Yeah, it's normal. Relationships, career choices, finances. Life is a journey, man, and you gotta be, I guess, tenacious, man, and you gotta be persistent. And it's like playing basketball, for example, or being an athlete, right? And then being like, yo, I don't want to get sprained, or I don't want to hurt my ankle,
I'm
so I'll
not
never
gonna get on the
play.
court. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it comes with the game, bro.
Go
You're gonna
team,
get
coach.
sprained, right? You feel me? You're gonna fail. You're gonna fall. You're gonna scrape yourself. You're gonna bleed, bro. But don't be afraid of that. That's the game of life. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah,
greatness doesn't happen overnight. And so that's one thing. Even Nip always said it's a marathon, right? So, and you know how we always listen to Nip. So I've always
yeah,
implemented all these things along our journey, bro, and everything, and understood. And a big part of it, again, always going back to having faith, you know what I'm saying, in God, and knowing that we're here for a purpose. You don't lose, you more so learn. You feel me? There's no L. L is
yeah.
not for loss, it's for lessons. And so
Lessons. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of
I
how I
love
approach
like
life.
this. Is what I tell my like people that subscribe to the channel. I always tell them, yo, take the jump, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Yo, I want to get into this, and they ask me
Right,
questions, and I'm like, yo, do what you gotta do. Like, the
right,
same way you pull the trigger, go.
right,
Study a little
right,
bit. When you're ready, market yourself. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Be out there. If you don't want to, like, you have to be seen in order to
right,
for you to get a job. It means you got to be
right,
marketed. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So,
And shout
the
out to
second,
you, bro.
just
Shout out for first
yeah,
of all, man. Again, shout out to you, bro. You've always been, paving the way. Like I want to give you for real your flowers, man. Like
thank you, bro.
like
Thank you.
you told me about tech like shoot like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I was in LA struggling? Shit, nigga was living in his car. You know what I'm saying at the time,
Hmm.
and sleeping at the studio and all kinds of things. And Mikey got the gig back. Working in the tech world. And he was like, yo, bro, you got to get into tech. At
Yeah,
that time, I left LA, went to DC, things of that nature. On top of that, bro, even just with music, man, like, you know, the first flyest nigga I seen when I first kind of started approaching my music in LA was Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Remember that black and white video he did? You had
yeah,
that like slick hair, man. Or that joint you did
I thought
when
I
you
was
went to
Prince, my
Miami.
nigga. I thought I was Prince.
That nigga look like Prince. I swear to God, bro. I
But
gotta go
but
back and watch that.
bro, shit. I'm gonna put the video like when I edit this video. I'm gonna put it
Right.
up here, show clip. But thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I want to.
I ran up to him in Little Ethiopia. I saw him. I was like, "Yo, hold up, man. What's up, man? You remember that day?" I was like, "It's
Yeah,
like, what's up, man? We gotta make some music together, man." And he just looked at me crazy, like, "What?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
All right, bet. Let's make
nigga.
it happen.
Aren't you Bel Air? No, but no, bro. Like, I'm glad you brought it up because 2019, me and you was, we was on some, it was a
Right,
struggle time, early
right,
2019 before
right,
I got the job, and this job completely shifted. Not that you know what I'm saying. Like I knew the information, but we was chasing independent artistry, trying to
right.
get signed,
Exactly.
whatever. We kind of
Right.
paused everything off, but nowadays you can't do that. You
I
can't
left
afford
the
to do
film
that.
industry, bro. I was doing lighting. I was working in the film industry, bro. I was doing good. Left that to pursue music full time, independently,
But we
and
got
we
clapped.
understood. We got clapped back, bro. It was a harsh reality to understand. Like, hey, look, man, you really gotta like be self sufficient, and you gotta invest in yourself. You know, we kind of just approached the dream in a different sense, and it was a moment of realization. Like, it was all a teacher moment. You feel me? We
You
realized
know, if you
we
remember,
gotta have our own.
I remember we was at you know your friend's house, this
Talk
girl's
about it, man.
house. Yeah, so we was there, and I remember it was 2018, bro. I remember it was
Right.
summertime. We was at the crib. I just released this EP, came out. Me and you was bumping it top to bottom. We was listening to it, and
Right.
then we was rocking out. And then, you knew somebody that was kind of like had a little clout. This one dude, you know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
remember. I'll never forget what he said, bro. Like we was on the phone with this nigga for like 3 hours, like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Yo, I'm glad. I'm like what y'all doing. I want to blah blah blah. I want to invest in y'all blah blah blah." And then I remember him saying, "What do y'all do for a day job?" And we both went,
We're like, we don't do
"Nah,
nothing right now.
exactly." And then even coming out of my mouth saying like, "I'm not working right now, bro." It just
Sounded crazy, right?
yeah. And then you know what he said? He was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, like I remember exactly the words he said. He said, "Yo, that's unacceptable, especially
Right.
as an artist." He said, "How you gonna fund yourself
Right.
if you don't have nobody to funding you? Like,
Right.
you have to earn money. If you don't earn money, you're not gonna look like an artist. You're not gonna look fresh. You're not gonna buy new clothes. You know what I'm saying? But we was on some struggle, nigga. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We was looking
we was making
crazy,
music about struggling, bro.
literally, bro, literally. And then when he said that, bro, that literally changed me.
Right.
I took it in and I processed it, and then I went on and got whatever. I landed with that job, and what that completely changed my life after that. My life completely shifted.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But I wanted to say one thing. I know we got thrown off. My bad. But
No, you're good. You're good. I love it, man.
I love the second thing I wanted to mention was the fact that you're fully remote doing this now, and the
Yeah.
fact that you have time to focus on other endeavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
The best thing about working in tech is you literally it's like the closest thing to like buying your time back, even though you're working
Facts.
from home. You know what I'm saying? You cut out 3 hours, 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to
Right.
work and coming back, and then going to the gym, coming back, whatever. You can do that while you're working at home. Does
Right.
that make sense? That's like
Right.
right before I say it's 3 steps. Like when you go to work, when you actually go in physically to work,
Mm-hmm.
you have no time. Second part is when you're remote, you kind of like that's the next step to like time freedom,
Facts.
the closest next thing. So talk
Big
about
time.
you tapping into like other endeavors and finding your way into finding XTO fashion. That was a good one. You see that transition?
Yeah, I love that, man. You're getting good at this. You're getting good at this, bro. Hey, practice make perfect, bro. Uh, but yeah, like so, man, let me tell you this, bro. I used to wake up 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Shower up, grab breakfast, working in the logistics world, it's early mornings, late nights, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be at the office at 7. Most days I'm working till 6 p.m., 7. Sometimes I'll be there till 8, bro,
I used to
because
see you, bro. I used to see you on the gram. Like you was
right. I
early
was
morning
12
type shit.
hour, 14-hour days, you know what I'm saying? Just because the logistics world, bro, like that, you know what I'm saying? You running your own book of business and you got to make sure things are taken care of. It's just like a very occupying field, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that it really inspired me was like, yo, I got other things that I want to do in my life. I want to be full time. I want freedom of time and location. Essentially, that's really what I'm chasing. And in order to be able to build my businesses, which will allow me to eventually no longer work for corporate, you know what I'm saying, and be in that kind of like cycle of having to work for somebody else and build somebody else's dream. Because the whole point is to have ownership, right? It's to build wealth for yourself. It's
For
generational
sure.
wealth.
For sure.
But you got to utilize those day jobs. You got to utilize your corporate income to
There you
invest in
go.
your endeavors. You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
got to have some income coming in order to be able to invest in yourself. So that's why we doing what we doing. But what it allowed me to do is pretty much gain another 4 or 5 hours back of my day. Now it allows me to kind of just be more creative, right? It allows me to think a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
And it allowed me to pretty much start this clothing brand. So it's funny because I've always, kind of designed t-shirts and things like that,
No,
a
you
long
you
time
even
ago.
had right. You even had a couple years ago. You had the Bel Air clothing. I
Right.
remember.
I had the Bel Air.
You
I
would
was
tend
trying
to
to do my
yeah.
Bel Air merch. Yeah. And even way before that, bro, I'll be honest with you, back when I was in Anaheim at the time when I was working at LA Fitness, not LA Fitness, which I did work at LA Fitness too, by the way, and 24 Hour Fitness. But when I was working at 24 Hour Fitness,
Yeah.
I used to be on my homie Yafet's, uh, his mom's laptop, bro. And I used to go and just kind of like design shirts, come up with ideas, but I never put them out. I never did. You know what I'm saying? He knows about this. No, nobody else really know. Like I used to create t-shirts that I did, never really pursued it, never really, you know what I'm saying? But I always had like creative ideas. And then this time around, it was just more like understanding the mission, bro. Like, uh, it wasn't so much about me wanting to create a clothing brand. It was really about me putting a message out, right? Like I kind of came full circle where I'm at in my life right now, where really purpose is predominantly what I'm about, right? Living a purposeful life, and I'm not really
Extreme
chasing
optimism.
clout. Yeah,
Hmm.
straight optimism, extreme optimism, bro. It's been me all my life. You know what I'm saying? All my struggles, everything I done went through, everything that got me through, bro, is always having that optimism, right? Always being someone that's thinking positively, man. And I've always had that in my life. And again, a lot of it comes again back to my purpose and my faith. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that no matter what I go through, bro, like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And
Mm.
so I wanted to finally, when I'm finally in a place mentally and spiritually where I'm ready to push this message. I feel like God is calling me to push my message and really live in a purpose. And I'm ready for my impact in the world. And I wanted to use all gifts and talents and things that I have around me that I can utilize. And so clothing is just another form of expression, another form of
Oh,
my
for sure.
voice. You know what I'm saying? And putting my voice out there. And so XTO, that's kind of like how it came about. Just realizing like we live in dark times. People are very hopeless in a
Negative.
lot of different ways. Yeah, negative. Man, there's a lot of negativity out there. People are hopeless, uncertain about their future and things of that nature. And it just kind of the brand came about as far as just wanting to create something that can help people stay uplifted, man, thinking positively, being able to again see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's pretty much a lifestyle, positive, premium. I'll call it a premium streetwear brand. You know what I
I
mean?
love it.
Uh, and
I
so
love it,
essentially, man, that's really what it is about, man. It's really
bro. It's
spreading positivity.
it's funny. I would say this, bro. You see what you're doing now, bro. We even attempt to win the president. King. We
Right,
wanted to.
right.
No, do you remember the designs we had? I still remember, bro.
No, facts.
We had really creative designs, and
Right.
whatever creativity we had, like we're actually implementing it right now in real life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good. But pull me one of them shirts. Let's see. Let's see what they looking at. Let's see.
Let's see what y'all
I
looking
really,
at, man.
yeah. It's
So,
bro.
I have a few shirts here. This one of my favorites, man.
You kind of lagging on the video, but yeah, that's hard. I like
This
I
one,
like I like the one.
this
I
one
don't know
says,
what.
"Thank God I woke up." This for my people who wake up in the morning feeling grungy, man. Y'all need to be thankful. Gratitude is your attitude or gratitude. You know what I'm saying, determines your
I like
altitude, is
my
what I
favorite
say.
ones are the ones. Yeah, those are hard.
So I actually might redesign this one, man, because it's supposed to be the Nipsey Blue joint, and so these are fully threaded, by the way,
That's hard.
fully threaded,
I
and
seen the
I'm
one. I
trying
seen
to.
the one with the green though. With the green one, exactly like that, with the chest
So
piece. The chest piece.
I have those ones coming in right now. They're
Okay.
getting printed
Okay.
out.
Okay.
I have this joint right here. It's the focus one.
That one's hard. That one's hard too.
You know what I'm saying? But we coming out with so many different designs right now, man.
I want all the shirts.
I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? These sweaters, man.
Stop
Uh,
hating. I love it.
Stop hating, man. We got to stop hating. We got to start expressing love and positivity, man. Especially with everything that's going on in our culture, bro.
So
Especially
yeah.
even
Go
back
ahead.
home. You know what I'm saying? Even back home, man. And I try to always stay away from politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not my forte. That's not how really I grew up. But like just the division, man, that's happening amongst us. We got to stand for love. We got to stand for unity. That's what we've always preached. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to like express that to my people, man. Stop hating, spread love. Let's figure out ways to be progressive and find ways to unify. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the messaging is pretty much
Yeah,
you
that
know
one my favorite one. I like this just the heaven one. We all trying to make it there, right?
we all trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? But just know this, bro, you blessed. You know what I'm saying? You blessed, and that heaven is not so far away, bro. Heaven is in your heart, heaven is in your mind. It's really how you start thinking while you're still here, you know what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
um
So
again, bro,
so how long was that prepping for this, and what was how long have you been plotting to do this? I'm talking about just when the XTO idea came to you.
uh
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
when the XTO idea came to me, um I would say so January, bro. I really just stopped. I live in Atlanta. Since I moved to Atlanta, I'll be honest with you. I've been outside a little bit, turning
Outside.
up outside. Atlanta is a very distracting place, and just I'm thankful for all the networking and the relationships that I was able to build while I was outside. But I realized that lifestyle was kind of like distracting me from focusing on what mattered in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I put a halt on everything around January when this year started. Pretty much stopped drinking, stopped going out. Quit dating for a bit. I was really like, yo, I'm gonna really focus on my life. I'm gonna focus on my health. I'm gonna focus on my finances. I'm gonna focus on my career. I'm jumping into also real estate and other things. So I just wanted to like really just focus, you know what I'm saying, to build that long-term wealth that I've always spoke about. And I want to build a legacy in my life. And so as I started to kind of just press in, bro, around February, you notice like I changed my Instagram name from Bel Air to like, I was like, you know what, I'm going to embrace my real name, bro.
That's when I peeped. I'm like, okay, you got something coming. Cause I'll be no.
Right. You be knowing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I was like, it's time to embrace my real name, bro. You know, you're Mikey, bro. Our name is very special, bro.
yeah, yeah.
It means who resembles God, and my parents gave me that name for a reason. So I was like, it's time to embrace that. I changed my Instagram name, and then I realized like I had this idea. Like I started thinking. I was working out actually. I was in the gym, and I realized, like, I was like, what is something that I'm really like? You know what I'm saying? What's one character that I could define myself as? And I was like, I'm extremely optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point sometimes people think
That was
I'm
a
even
light bulb, huh?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? People sometimes think we delusional, even. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm delusional because I be talking highly about my future. I believe in manifestation and speaking powerfully because I do believe that your words do manifest themselves in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, and I was like, what is something that people need to be in the world? They need to be extremely optimistic, man. How can we raise the frequency in the world? I wanted to raise the bar. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how XTO came about, the name. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run with it. I switched my name and everything. Created the page, all that. And again, I've always messed around with designing shirts. Played around with different platform, Wix, Shopify, and all these different platforms since the beginning. I'm very familiar with e-commerce. I'm very familiar with like wholesaling and different things. So I was like,
Right.
all this knowledge I have, let me put it to work. It's time to take action. So I kind of got in a phase in life right now, man, where I'm like, but between the time between idea and execution, I want to shorten that because a lot of times that's how dreams get lost in between. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have great ideas in our lives, bro. We a lot of people come up with great ideas, but what separates the great from the not so great is execution, right? So
100%.
if you don't execute, you'll never know. And so I was just like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna just start going. I'm gonna start creating. It doesn't have to be perfect right now because as you go, you start to perfect it, right? As your business gets better, your ideas get better, your systems get better, and
You
then you
brush it
start
up as you
attracting,
go, bro. Yeah.
right? You start attracting the relationships, you start attracting the audience or whoever needs to be out there as you put that energy and exert that energy in the world. So around February is when I got the idea, and we're in April right now. I'm about to launch my store, my online store this weekend, April
Coming out on the
15th.
15th. Yeah.
April 15th,
Proud of
man.
you, bro.
XTO. Thank you,
That's
brother.
what I wanted to say
Appreciate you.
with you. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was in
Right,
Atlanta. We could have done this here or here, but
right,
somehow, some way, we made it work. But
right,
you want to shorten the idea between the time between idea to execution.
right,
That's your bar right there. That's amazing.
right, right,
But I feel like that comes to you when
right,
you cut out the fun. When
right.
you cut out the fun, even your funds go up because you're not out here wasting stupid like a lot of
No,
money, like
facts,
over
facts.
drinking, all that shit adds up, right?
Right.
And you in the gym, so clarity, mental clarity, and
True,
focus.
true,
So ideas come to you, and
true.
then even so applying those two things by staying inside, making that firm decision, plus by working, which you're having funds now to
Right.
execute your dream. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
you need work.
Right.
You need. I'm talking to the audience, people that need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
I know.
facts.
You need the funds. Once you have the funds, cut out the fun like he just did. He cut out the fun. He said, "You know what? All right, cool. My New Year resolution is not going out." Me and him had that discussion, and
Right,
he been doing it. And then when you stop drinking, you focus.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The
Most
focus is
definitely.
there. And
Most
then he said
definitely, man.
he wanna speed up the time between the idea and execution because he's
Right,
not scared to execute. Once
right,
you're there, you build.
right,
Once you execute, once you go up, you keep editing, you keep working on, it, you keep working. It's like YouTube. When you start YouTube,
right.
you start
Yeah,
off with trash videos, and then it comes
right,
out to be fire as you go on
right.
because you started.
You
So
gain momentum, man.
I love
You
that
know?
quote, bro. Shortening
Right.
the time between
The
idea
time
to
between
execution.
idea and execution, exactly.
Amazing,
Always,
amazing,
man.
bro.
Yeah, it's something that we learned, you know what I'm saying, along the way as well, man. We don't had a lot of great ideas. And I feel like, man, I'll be honest with you, we could have been 50 mil deep right now, 100 mil, you know what I'm
100.
saying? For
I
real.
would have said 100. Yeah, yeah. But
100
sometimes
mil
we
deep.
gotta be outside too.
We gotta be outside too.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it all comes down to execution, man. I'm telling you guys, that's where your dreams will be realized, and then staying consistent. Not everything you make is going to be fire, especially in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Be okay with criticism. Be okay with feedback. That's how you get better. It's like opening a restaurant and then expecting people to not leave bad reviews. Sometimes it's okay, man. They might have a bad
Part of the
experience.
game.
It's part of the game. That's how you refine yourself. It's like never wanting to be coached. You know what I'm saying? The greatest CEOs till today, bro, have coaches, mentors. They read continuously. You know what I'm saying? You got Warren Buffett talking about, I read all these books a year, and he's the richest man, one of the
92,
richest men.
92
You know what I'm
years
saying?
old.
92 years
Yeah.
old, bro. He's still refining himself. So you got to understand that life is a journey of growth, and there's always room to grow. And then if you don't put yourself out there, you will never learn how you can better yourself. So yeah, man, don't be afraid. Whatever it is, bro, just start. That's the best thing you can do is just start. And as you go, things get better. And stay optimistic, man. Raise your frequency. You know what I'm saying? Extreme optimism, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm
April
saying?
15th, April
April
15th,
15th,
launch
baby.
date.
Launch date
Yeah,
April
I mean,
15th.
the problem is most people, once they have little money and they have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
they feel like, oh no, I like they don't know how to, they don't want to use the funds because they're like, oh, but when you hold money, you're losing money. Just understand
Right,
that. That's
right,
another conversation we can have. You know what I'm saying?
right,
When
right,
your
right,
money's just sitting in the bank, you're not doing nothing with it. You're just
right,
gonna take it piece by
right,
piece, and it's gonna be gone regardless. So you might
right.
as well, if you have an idea, you believe in it, it bothers you, pull the trigger, bro. Go for it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's honestly, bro. Any money spent on trying to create something in your life is not going to waste.
You don't even feel it, even
You
if
don't
you
even
fail.
feel it.
Yeah,
It's okay, man, because you see, money is pretty much like a seed, man. Money is a vehicle, and if you just hold on to it,
it's
it's
energy, bro.
like
Yeah,
it's energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I had to learn through my life too. Is just like, for one, being a giving person, being someone that sows, using money as, because we maybe grew up in certain situations. It's psychology sometimes. We maybe had family situations or life situations where money wasn't that big. You know what I'm saying? We might have grown with like the fear of not having resources, or you kind of grow to a certain attachment with money. We have a relationship with money. That's another thing we need to study. What's my relationship with money? You know what I'm saying? And once you kind of start to realize, like, maybe you might have had some past trauma. You might have some certain situations you went through that's holding you back. But understand that money will always come back because you're the real value. Money is not the value. You hold the value. You're the real
speak that
resources.
real, bro.
No, for real, man. So as long as you build your value, you're gonna always have money, right? Build your skill set, build your mindset. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have the right perspective in life, you'll always draw money and opportunities in your life. Money is just a vehicle. It's like a seed, man. You got to sow the seed. It's like being a farmer and never being able to sow a seed and expecting, to harvest, right? So you can never harvest anything if you don't sow your seed, and you can never grow, man. So
Yeah,
yeah, but the
I
first
know.
the first thing is to be able to save, manage your money well, because money management is the biggest part. You know what I
Right,
mean? And so once you manage your money, and you learn to manage your money, and we all have to go through some things sometimes to learn how to manage our money. It's
for
okay.
sure, for sure.
You learn your habits, and then eventually, once you get better at money management, you start to realize, man, okay, I can allocate this towards this or whatnot, and then just put it out there, man, and exercise that. And I think good things can only come from it, man. You fail, it's okay. You go right back and keep doing it. You only get to
Yeah,
live once, man. You got to take those risks.
exactly. And it's saving, and then after that, it's investment to go to the next level. So
Right.
yeah, save, but once you have an idea,
Mikey is a goat for that, by the way. Mikey is a goat, man. Because no cap, man. Again, he put me on to investing, man. You know what I'm saying? He was really investing in crypto and different things, and he's always been like, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm really lucky to have a friend like him. I call him my brother
appreciate
for
you,
a
bro.
reason. You know what I'm saying? For real. We really
But
are
these,
brothers for real, man.
oh, facts, bro. Like this is the conversations we have even off camera every
All the
day. It
time.
ain't always about like yeah, we have fun and shit, but we talk some. All right, what's the
Right.
next move? What's this about?
Yeah.
What's this about? You know what I mean?
Right. We hold
So yeah,
each other accountable. Accountability is necessary. You know what I'm saying? We have our moments when we wilding and stuff, and then we check each other. You know what I'm saying? And he'll check on me. I'll check on him. But again, man, yeah, just you know, you'll never make enough money just working, right, at the end of the day. So
yeah.
that's why you got to invest, whether it's invest in different markets, or really the greatest investment you'll ever have is you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Yourself. Hmm.
yourself. And so, again, going back to your ideas, starting a business, learning a new skill, whatever it may be, man, invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because again, you're the real value. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's
You
all about
know,
how you look at
you,
yourself.
it's so crazy, bro. When people ask, "Yo, how do you do this?" and then I give I give them. Some people want to be force fed the whole information,
Right.
but sometimes you have to tell people to get. When you give people generic, not generic, but when you give people like walk that way, the water's right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That idea, it's on them to go walk and drink the water.
Right.
I'm not gonna force you to go or put a gun to your head and make you walk. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
people be mad about like, oh, well, people want to be fed information all the way through. That just shows how you are. You're just lazy. You don't want
Right.
to dig your own home. You don't want to do your own research. You don't want to do your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's tough, man. Whoever gets it gets it. Eventually, people get it anyways.
Right.
At a certain age, be like, oh, I should have did this, or people that did it. We'll
Right.
see. We'll see on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now you
So
you hit it on the nail, man. Sometimes we expect to be force fed, or we expect people. Opportunity is not just gonna come knocking on your door, man. And nobody's just gonna wake up and be like, you know what, let me go give this guy everything. Like you gotta want it in this life, man. It's just the law, the law in the universe, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
principle. So
facts.
uh, you can't be lazy. I'll tell you that even in the Bible, man, it talks about how a lazy man will never eat and shall never prosper. You know what I'm saying? So laziness is actually a spirit, bro. It gets deeper. You know what I'm saying? So
It's the devil.
yeah, man, it's a demonic
I,
spirit.
s-
So
I said it a couple months ago on my podcast. I was talking about
right,
that actually.
right,
It's literally literally like the devil make what I
yeah,
said. I said if you're lazy, the devil's literally next to you testing you.
no facts,
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
But speak on that, please.
Yeah, no, it's a spiritual warfare out here. So you really got to understand that, times that you are procrastinating, times that you're not executing on your plans, your mission, your calling, your God given potential, you're wasting it away, man. And, honestly, man, every time that I excel in life is because I get back in my spiritual back. That's the biggest factor for me. That's what allows me to focus. That's what allows me to be fearless, man, and take immense action in my life. I just get rid of all the distraction and just live a life of purpose, right? But it goes back to again, just understanding we live in a spiritual world,
Mhm.
and we're on the job, man. We're on the clock. All of us, we on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I think we living in this world. Sometimes we forget. And I talk like this to you all the time, bro. Like I'm always on this type of time, and
Yeah,
sometimes people, they kind of just maybe not be able to. I don't know, man. But long story short, man, it's like
I know
we're
exactly what you mean.
right. We really in a spiritual warfare, and we
it's
on the
the
job.
it's literally like the what do you call it? I'm trying to word it the right way.
Mm,
Whatever position you are in life, right? And then you give the same game to somebody that's like maybe going through it, maybe has bad relationships with God, maybe he's financially messed up,
right,
maybe he's an atheist or whatever. When you tell people that, yeah, they'll hear you. They heard you the first time. You don't gotta.
right,
First of all, when you tell somebody something, they heard you the first time. You ain't gotta
right,
repeat nothing to them.
right,
It's just they're not there yet.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But good thing
It's
you're telling
okay.
them. It's okay. You
It's
tell them though.
okay
You
to not
still
be
tell
there.
them.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying. But you gotta have an open ear, and you gotta be willing to again take accountability. Be able to be
Accountability.
cool. Yeah, accountability is huge, man, and being self aware, and just be okay with being told things, man, and feedback, getting feedback, man, especially from people you love and trust that want to see you succeed, want to see you win. I mean, if your friends are not calling you out, man, if you have a bunch of yes people around you, you got to check your circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have people that really give you that honest truth sometimes and let you know when you're messing up in life,
You can
Um,
even go deeper, bro. You can
yeah,
sometimes you gotta cut off people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You
you
gotta
do.
cut.
You do.
You tap in with them. A couple years now, like a year
Right,
from now
right,
or something.
right, right.
It's
Because
it's not
environment is
personal.
everything. Yeah, it's not personal. Environment is everything. Just know that our environments shape our attitude, our mindset, how we feel, what we think about. You know what I'm saying? So, from what you watch to what you listen to, who you hang around with, is going to be definitely a huge game changer, man. You got to have people that think alike, around you, and keep positive people and great minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? So people say, in fact, study shows that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around with. So,
For sure.
In your circle, if you look around and people are not where you want or in the direction that you want to go to in life, then you gotta start, changing your circle. And again, it's not personal, but we all got one life to live, man. And time is not promised forever. And so we got to utilize the time we have to make that impact while we still here.
Yeah, and sometimes if you're not, if you can't be with 5 positive people, be on your
You
own.
got to be the only one, man.
Play 1-on-1 with
You
yourself.
got to be 1-on-1, bro.
You got to do 1-on-1 shit. Fix
Bro, you
that,
could
and
tap
then
into YouTube. You could tap into YouTube. You could tap into a book.
the world's gonna provide you like
Right.
same idea. It's
Right.
everything's energy, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna bring you to like positive folks.
So
So you're gonna be around people. You know what I'm saying?
it's the law of attraction. It's the
Look,
law of
look at
attraction.
bro. Look at, but people don't notice it. Like sometimes, even in the dating world, some people keep dating the same girl,
Mm-hmm.
and then they be like, "My girl crazy." I'm like, nigga, that's the type of woman you attract. Maybe you're
Facts.
that type of vibe too. You know what I'm saying? But
Mike,
apply that concept. Yeah, you
you're
good?
gonna hate me, but I gotta charge this phone, bro. I'm at 2%.
Yeah, plug it up, plug it up. We can still go.
I, I know you're gonna get that echo, man. So I was like,
Nah, we good. We're gonna have it now.
how
All
about
right.
now?
Nah, we're good. And
All
don't
right,
even
bet.
it didn't even say anything.
For real?
No, it's coming
Okay.
back, but that's cool. I'm gonna talk smooth here.
I don't know if it's gonna show on the video later.
Nah, it doesn't matter. But Bel Air, I want to ask you a couple more questions before we go.
Sure.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Hey man, there's only a few people that can still call me Bel Air.
Nah, I want to introduce you the right. You know what I'm saying, the
Yeah,
right
the
way.
right
So,
way, man. X, man. It's
so
your boy X,
what do you
short
see?
for Xtreme. They call me Xtreme these days. That's probably gonna be my new artist name, by the way. Y'all
He
not
gonna come
gonna.
out like this, like yo.
Yeah, it's your boy Xtreme, baby. You know what I mean?
Oh man. All right. Let's talk about the brand X. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
No. Where do you see this XTO and yourself in a 5 year span? In 5 years,
good
where do you
question.
see financially, um, spiritually? What like in all aspects? Where do you see you and your brand going to be in 5 years?
Good question, bro.
Mm.
So, all right. So XTO fashion. I see my clothing brand being on a very global scale. Uh, Scaling this business for my living room, right, my house office, to a mega online brand that's pretty much known universally, uh, just in different markets, man. And I have a goal, a number in my head, right, that I'm working towards. You gotta have a target. You know what I'm saying? So I have 6 months, a year, 2 years. What type of cash flow? What type of just business plans, right? You gotta have some
Hmm.
business plans, and so I
Yeah.
do have those in mind. But in 5 years, and just to sum it up, man, I definitely see my brand just being like globally known, in every market, in every place. You guys gonna see celebrities wearing my brand, basketball players, actors. You know what I'm saying? Like people in different spheres of influence. And again, with the clothing line, I do have other things that are coming along with that company, right?
The show, right?
Things like
You having a podcast? I'm sorry.
right. I have a podcast, The Level Up. The Level Up is a podcast that I'm working on that's coming out. First episode April 25th. So that's a platform that I'm working on as well. But just let alone with the clothing brand, uh, uh, yeah, I have like different streams of income that are going to be attached to the clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? To be able to scale that brand. Uh, but man, yeah. In short, bro, I just definitely see people wearing this brand to uplift, to really like as something that's really resonating with people. I also want to partner up with a lot of like nonprofits. So I want to be doing some philanthropy work as well through my clothing brand and giving
Right.
a percentage of my profits to nonprofits, and just really being able to touch the world, change people's lives, give back to my communities in different areas. And I also, want to use this clothing brand as a segue to start doing like public speaking, and different mediums of like how I can pretty much amplify my voice. So I definitely see myself like doing a lot of like speaking engagements, right? Whether it's corporate, whether it's like especially working in that like mental health area with kids and like
Yep.
people who are having challenges with mental health and things of that nature. I want to be able to like do conferences and different things. So there's so many ways that I'm gonna go about this brand. It just happens to be that the first step is the clothing line. It's the clothing line. It's the merch. It's the awareness and creating that pretty much global brand. So that's where I'm at with that. As far as myself, man, definitely in the next 5 years,
Multi.
financially, yeah,
Multi.
multi-millionaire, definitely, man. Seven streams of income is my goal, right? The average millionaire has seven streams of income. I try to go off of studies. I try to go off of just like real stats, right? So I look at what great people were doing, and there's nothing that hasn't been done under the moon, right? Is that what they say, or
Under
something
the
like
sun.
that?
Under the
You're
sun.
under the sun, right?
Yeah.
so, so pretty much, so
I
pretty
love it.
much,
I love
man. Yeah, seven streams of income. Real estate is a sector that I want to scale in. Outside of my clothing brand, I have obviously a media company that I'm working on, and just multiple different ways of investments and cash flow and just like creating passive income. But a lot of things that I want to do, I want it to be impactful, right? I don't want it to just be like want it to be a money grab. I don't want to do anything or put myself in situations where
it. Mhm.
I understand sometimes you got to put yourself in position, right? But I understand that the wealth that I want to build, man, for one, yes, it's generational wealth for my family, but secondly, is because I truly want to make an impact in the world. I want to give
Oh
back,
yeah, absolutely.
and I want to make some changes. And power, uh, money is power, in a sense, and
Need power, respect.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a vehicle. So, in order to make changes, man, you got to be able to have that type of influence and be able to move and shake certain things. And you need the finances. And so, and again, I want to come around a lot of other masterminds and people who are, like-minded like yourself, bro. In the next 5 years, I see is really partnering up on bigger scale of things,
Oh yeah, definitely,
uh,
one
and,
hundred
and,
percent, bro.
and everything will be televised, guys. Everything will be documented.
That's why
Everything will
we
be
have this
televised.
podcast,
All
bro.
right.
You mentioned you want to get on public speaking, bro.
Right.
Speaking of public speaking, the reason why I started doing this, facing the camera and start talking, is
Right.
because I wanna tap in the same way as you, bro. I want to tap in
Right.
that skill
Right.
where it's gonna be second nature, where I'm in any room, and then I want to be able
Exactly.
to influence people. I don't want to be on some like shy, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to
Right.
be like come like demand, like, you know what I mean? I come
Right.
in there with, you
Right.
respect me when I come, and I talk directly to like thousands of people, and I
Exactly.
could speak. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, and you
Nothing
said you have
happens overnight, man. Nothing happens overnight. You have to.
this
It's like
practice.
anything you want in life. You have to build up to it. You know what I'm saying? So, some of the greatest, speakers, till this day, by the way, they take, uh, speech classes and
Speech
things of that
classes.
nature.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's something actually I'm looking into, taking speech classes, but at the same time, just putting ourselves out there, creating these platforms
Yeah.
to inform people, create that type of like, influence and impact, but at the same time, understanding that it's allowing us to sharpen ourselves so that,
Hmm.
it's preparing you for the greater opportunities that you want to walk into, those rooms you want to get into. So, and again, it goes back to execution is you got to take action, and you got to put yourself out there, and you can't be afraid to do so.
Bro, once you start, I mean, I know you have your first episode coming with the level
Right.
up.
Right.
Once you have your own platform, you can speak to people and people actually listen to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get better at it. But speaking of a level up, I can't wait to be a guest on your show, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know
I'd
that,
rather
bro.
be,
You already know,
yeah,
man. You know,
anytime set that up, we're gonna go. You
anytime,
know what I'm saying?
anytime, bro. Anywhere. You know,
After the first guest, I can come,
you can come in, bro.
come as a
Anytime,
guest
bro.
and talk my shit too.
Hey, we'll be glad to have you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's special to me, bro. You know, you should be getting paid these days to get on these platforms. You know,
Yeah,
but
facts,
nah,
facts.
but
The
for real, though, nah.
what do you call it?
Got
What did
you,
they
man.
say? Yesterday's price.
Yesterday's prize is not today's prize.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. No, for
Facts.
sure, bro. We've always collaborated, man, and we'll forever collaborate, bro. And
Yeah, we
that's what it's
did.
about.
Hmm.
You got to
It's
create
amazing.
genuine relationships. You know, a lot of people don't understand the importance of having you know, a circle of influence, and as well as having a great network, man. You know, they say your network is your net worth,
That
right?
work.
So
Yeah.
sometimes it's not just about having money in it, and sometimes you might not have the capital, but if you have the right relationships, man, you have the right people, and you've built good relationships. You've also just
We call that positioning, bro. If
positioning.
you position yourself in the right scenario, at the right place, at the right time, you're gonna win regardless. But a lot of
Sure.
people will call it luck. It's not luck.
It's not luck.
It's just timing and your
Right.
positioning. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Uh, Bella, my dog.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we go, I know we talked for like an hour. It felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you know that's how it always feels, man.
Yeah. Before we go, bro, I do this segment
Hmm.
on the podcast where I tell my guests
Yeah.
speak some, say some motivational,
Right.
uh, whatever, top of your head, floor is yours. Do
Got you.
you, whatever. Just think of whatever
Um,
comes to you. Hit us with
man,
some motivation.
this is what I want to tell y'all, man. Like, honestly, it's for someone like myself who's like I said, you know, who's been expelled from high school, came to this country. I've literally, you know what I'm saying, like, have had all kinds of odd jobs. I've lived in my car. I've been in tough situations, and one thing that I learned in life, right, is that you know, it ain't if it don't break you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you in a sense, right? It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And so one of my favorite quotes again is that every challenge brings with it a seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. And
Mm,
so just really take on challenges in your life, face it forward, don't run away from it. You're going to face many challenges. You're going to face a lot of trials and tribulations on your way to your destination. But the journey is more important than the destination. You know,
mm, mm.
honestly, God is not worried about where you're going in life. He's more worried about who you're becoming, because your character will define where you go. And so focus on your character, focus on character development, focus on becoming the person you want to be. And to be able to see the change you want to see in the world, first, you got to see the change in yourself. So I want
Mm.
to encourage you to just look within. You know, a lot of things that you're looking for in your life is not
It's
outside,
within.
it's actually within. You know what I'm saying? So look within, work on yourself, believe in yourself, stay extremely optimistic regardless of what the circumstance may be in your life. You know,
I like
faith
that.
is a mustard seed, man. Faith of a mustard seed can move mountains, as the word
Mountains,
says.
yeah.
So have faith that today's dream, whatever you might literally have just a pencil, bro, in your life. You utilize that pencil, man. Look, man, you can do great things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a metaphor. Like, you just sow your seed, whatever dream, whatever talent, whatever skill you may have, and just water it, cultivate it, and be patient along the journey. I have so many quotes, man. It's a marathon, baby.
I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
I
So,
love it. I want to pick
uh,
up from what you said. Pencil.
right.
You got a pencil, sharpen it, and use it. That's the only way. Sharpen your life, bro.
Yeah,
Sharpen it up.
exactly.
You know what
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Right.
You said you brought up pain and you laughed. This is always a thing, bro. I always say this, like, pain
Right.
turns to laughter. You're always gonna laugh at it at the end
Right.
as you
Exactly,
go
bro.
on. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
said some
Right.
personal, deep
Right.
stuff.
Right, man. I
Living in
mean, look,
cars and
man.
stuff like that. But you looking back, like, yo, that She was actually
Man,
funny as hell, boy.
we got some funny moments, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember a time when I don't want to take too much time, but like I remember a time again.
Now go ahead.
You know, this is the time when I was living in my whip. I had all my stuff in the back of the car. My tags had expired.
A
Mikey was in the
year.
car with me. You know what I'm saying? And the cops pulled us over, bro. And the cop pulled us over, and I remember, bro, like Mikey was like, "Yo, the cops pulling us over," and the police came about, and she was like, you know, asking me like, "Yo, so why your tags expired? This and that." Mikey was like, "We going to the DMV right now." We weren't going to the DMV. We was like, "We going to the DMV right now." And eventually, you know, you let Mikey drive the car instead, right? I had
Yeah,
my
it
license had
was just
expired, my tags had expired. I couldn't even afford to go get update my license, bro. So, but you know, looking back at that moment, right, and looking at like that was just a few years back, and now it's like, yo, I have my own place. I'm living. I'm working. I'm starting a business. Right. I'm financially secure. I have a roof over my head, bro. I'm enjoying life to a certain extent, and but I've realized like, hey, like I gotta reinvest into myself, right? So just to be able to see the trajectory and the growth, like from that point, and looking back at it, yeah, I laugh at it sometimes where I'm like, man, God is so good. Like I've really been through some things, but man, I haven't even seen the end of what it looks like just yet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we're
You
building
know what's
to it,
crazy, bro? Like I actually posted that actual interaction with
man.
the cop. It's on this
Right,
channel. It's on this video on the
right,
vlog
yeah,
where me and you was driving and the cop. We cut off of multiple things, by the
right,
way.
right,
Some
right,
funny moments, but you know, it
right,
wasn't to be shown in public. But
right,
if you guys want
right.
to, I'm
Thanks.
actually gonna put it here, or I'm gonna put the link of the video. If you guys want to see it, we
Man, we
look,
look rough in them days too, boy. We look
boy, we
rough.
look nothing like now. You know what I'm saying? And I remember
Yo,
it was
man.
like a few months before
Right.
Nip passed.
Yeah,
We were
man.
passing by the store.
Let that encourage you, man. Like you might be watching Mikey's podcast for real, and you might be struggling right now financially. You might be in a certain situation in your life, man, and you might look around and be like, man, like I'm nowhere where I see myself being, or where I imagine myself being in life. But you gotta understand, bro. Like you gotta really enjoy the process, man. And sometimes in the moment, it might not feel good, but everything is preparing you, man. It's preparing you in your life. It's sharpening you. I always say this, and my boys always say this to me. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you, right? So when you accept, like, hey, this moment right here, if I take this moment as a teaching moment, as a lesson in my life, what can I learn from it? How can I better myself? It's only gonna elevate you, man. And from that point forward, you just continue to grow and continue to grow. And once you kind of realize that in your life, man, you become unstoppable. Seriously. And
That's our EP, by the way. That's the name. We named it that
unstoppable,
because of
baby.
that.
Right.
Because of that. Because we see all types of struggles, bro.
Right.
10 cents in the account, negative $20 in the account.
Bro, what
You know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying? Like
I was at the dollar store. I couldn't even afford the noodles, bro. You
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying. Like, bro, we was together, my nigga. We was doing, you know,
Right.
I just had the privilege of like, our parents or whatever. But it's like
Right.
I was there, bro. I seen it. We seen it. We felt
Yeah.
like the emotion, not
Right.
having none. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Women just looking at you funny just because you ain't
Right.
got it like that. You can't even afford
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
it's
Yeah.
all part of the game. So if you
It's
watching,
all
your
part of the
time will
game,
come,
man. For sure, man.
and that's
But
why
we
you know what I'm
always
saying.
talk like this. That's one thing about us, bro.
Yeah, it
Even when
was we was
bro,
some kind of, was a broken.
we had a few dollars in our pocket, but
Yeah,
boy,
I
we was
walk
talking
like
big
chest up
game.
millionaire type shit. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
nigga, I'm gonna get it.
Bro, because like again, it goes back to like what's your identity, bro? Like my identity has never been in lack or what I had on me or whatnot. I always understood that I'm the real value, right? And I'm in a growth phase. I'm learning. I'm growing. Sometimes I was hard on myself, but I had to learn to be also loving towards myself and speak positively to myself and edify myself. And but I always knew, man, that regardless of what was going on in my life, things were gonna get better, right? I was always optimistic. I was always positive. I understood that my thoughts and my words and how I felt about myself was going to eventually be the reason why I'm going to end up where I'm going to end up. So it's that
Hmm.
energy you got to be able to attract to yourself. So, man, regardless of what's going on in your life, man, you got to force yourself to think higher. People may think crazy. Like when we was, living like we was and we was struggling and we were like, yo, we millionaires in the making. some of our people, man, look at it as crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we
Some
used to
people look at it this way, that way.
chin
But let
out
me
like
tell you something. Yeah, I mean,
on
think
some
about the
like, yeah,
greatest
we the
people.
one. We the one.
Think about the greatest stories, bro. Some of the greatest stories you hear, bro. Like people believed in themselves when nobody believed in them. You know what I'm saying? And
That
you
self
gotta
belief
believe in yourself. Yeah.
is right. Is that self belief is gonna project to other people,
Right.
and that energy projection is gonna make them feel a certain type of way towards you. Which means
Exactly.
if you see
Exactly.
yourself as a boss, they're gonna see you as a boss, even though
Right.
you ain't got it like that. It's
Right.
just you don't have it at the moment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Uh, it's all part of the game. So
It's all part of the game, man.
you have to be able to, just
Learn
just
and get better
oh,
and pour into yourself. You know what I'm
uh
saying? Like you realize like, okay, how do I get there? Oh, I need to learn this. I need to learn that. I need to pick this up. I need to pick up this tool belt. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to read this book. I need to study here. I need to network with these people. I need to put myself in the best position. I can't be lazy. I can't procrastinate. I can't. I gotta speak highly. You know what I'm saying? And dreams take time, bro. But you gotta be able to be proactive about what you want in life. And so,
yeah. And if
yeah, man.
someone, like you said, if someone is watching and then you in like, you know, in some weird times right now for you,
Right.
whatever, bro,
Right.
I know it gets tough, especially when you wake up in the morning. So when it's just like, damn, you feel it. It's strong. I
Facts.
get it, but
Facts.
bro, just thug it out. You know what I'm saying? Thug it out. Your time will come.
Yeah, time will always
Everybody's
come,
gonna
bro,
get their
and
time,
time will
but
always pass.
managing it is the hardest part. Can you manage? Because everybody can get money, bro. Anybody, it's not special to have money. It's not that. But once you
Especially in
have
today's
money,
world, bro.
exactly. So the main part is, can you keep money and maintain money and multiply money? You know what I'm saying? If you're the type of person, you get a bag, you blow it, you come back, you get it again, you blow it, you come back. You're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So
Actually, that's the times we struggled, bro. The times we were struggling is not because we wasn't getting money. To be honest with you, we had money, bro. We just mismanaged our bread, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, and
that, yeah,
uh,
that
mismanaged our
and
time.
and then sacrificing like not working to be an artist.
Bro, we went full time artists, bro. We
Full-time
was like,
artist
yo,
mode, sleeping on couches, cars.
right
Record. We have a vlog recording our
in the car,
EP in the car. We recorded
right,
4 or 5 mute songs in 2 days.
right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Shout out to Lens, by the way.
lens.
What's up? Not Lens.
I'm gonna chop this and send it to him.
He gonna be
Yeah, that's
fat.
his new name.
He gonna be mad at me, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Lens. I'm gonna say that too. Yeah, but yeah, I want to speak on that, bro. Yo, speaking on that, right? Like for him to even like had we had all the resources to be
Right,
an artist. We just didn't have marketing dollars, right?
right.
We had a video people that shoots. We had uh, that does it for free. He was willing to do it for free for
Shout
us.
out to all the homies that believed in us, bro, and
Yeah,
believed
so
with
he's one
us.
of them. Lens, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, for real, bro. Love, 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 man. He let us,
Nah,
record in
Lace,
his
Lace, Lace. Yeah,
shop. You know what I'm saying? We was
yeah. We
recording
used to
in his
record at his
shop.
shop. We used to literally, basically, just damn near crash there
Right.
there till like 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Recording
Facts.
music, coming up with stuff. We even used the video to we use that
Right.
area, that shop to make videos there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a beautiful thing. Like
It was, bro.
that's what I'm saying is utilize people for the right. That don't try to use them. Just use them for the right reasons. You know what I mean? When
Yeah,
people
man.
believe in you, they'll work with you, even
Yeah,
though
facts.
you know what I'm saying. Like that's one thing I know personally. I can't say no to people if I know
Right.
if I know they if I see it in them that they really want it. I can't say no to people, bro.
Right.
It's not in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's how people see you too. Like if you're the type of person trying to figure it out, you know, if your heart is pure, people will help you. When I say help, not giving you money, it's just they'll help you
Yeah.
utilize them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My bad. Messed up my
That's
camera. But
all.
yeah. No, for sure, man. I had a lot of great people. If you don't mind me shouting out, man, like my boy Herman, uh, our friend, Lynch, your brother
Lace.
Tommy,
Yeah,
Lace, man. My boy Lace, man. Your boy Tommy, our brother, man, Tommy. Um, man, seriously, man, we had some great people in our lives, man, that believed with us, saw the dream with us, and they were pushing with us. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, it's gonna come full circle. You know, so I just want to give them their flowers, man. I know they're doing great. They're doing their thing as well. But
Mm-hmm.
shout out to y'all, man, for real. Like the team is strong. You know what I'm saying? And
Team was strong in eating, bro.
right, the
I'm
team is
saying,
strong and eating right now. You feel me?
eating
So
good, yeah.
we don't come along right, and we ain't even seen the pinnacle,
Oh,
man. Like,
bro, I told you, billion, bro. I'm trying to be a billionaire. I don't care.
and we don't
I
even say
am,
trying
I
no
am a
more.
billionaire. I am.
We
You know,
don't say
my
trying.
Instagram says pending billionaire. It's gonna
I
happen.
know. I see that.
It's
I see
pending right
that for
now.
sure, bro.
Yeah,
It's pending.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And let me tell you something, bro. You're one idea, one situation away from hitting the Billy. You dig what I'm saying?
That's it.
And you know, you gotta believe, man. People think we're crazy when we talk like this sometimes, but I think they're crazy, to be honest with you, for not
You're
believing in
crazy for not
themselves.
believing in
Yeah,
yourself.
like you're
You know what
crazy
I'm
for
saying?
not thinking like that. That's how I look at it, right? So and the more I think the way I think, bro, the more it's allowing me to find solutions, find opportunities and different things. So, but yeah, man, shout out to the
Yeah.
team, shout out to the
You
family,
know, if
man.
people laugh, if like I always say this, bro, if people laugh when say for example, if you're the type of nigga like you dress and you look good and you be at the mirror like hyping your
Right,
shit up.
right,
One one example, or if you're the type of person that talks about bettering yourself and stuff like that. If someone interjects and talks, that's their insecurity. That means they don't believe in themselves.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
if you up and say like, yo, I want to become this, right? And somebody be like, nah, man, that's gonna be hard. That's his belief, not yours.
yeah, exactly.
You know what
And
I
a
mean?
lot of times
So
people want to put their limitations on you. You know what I'm saying? And you got
facts,
to be
facts.
careful being around people like that. Like sometimes it's even family, bro. People the closest to you, they be like, "All right,
Nah,
there you
you
go,
can't tell
talking
me shit.
like
I'm
that or
stubborn, my
whatever."
nigga.
And you know what? I be checking my family too sometimes because they be like, "Oh, there you go, Mikey, talking that talk," and I'm like, "Let me tell y'all something, man. Like, the day will come when everybody's gonna be like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything he said, he really did. You know what I mean? So, but it's more fuel for me. I take those moments like
It is
I
fuel.
use that moment. I use those moments to push me forward, bro. Like not to hold me
It
back. You
used
know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
personal
It
when
used
we
to
were
be
younger.
personal, but
Hmm.
I just know they don't know any better. And they haven't seen it. They haven't maybe been that close to that type of success in their life. So, I've been around people who are really extremely successful. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. I've been around real stars in my life. You know what I'm saying? When I used to work in the film industry, let alone, bro, like I've interacted with Jennifer Lopez, with you know what I'm saying, Snoop, and all these people. Like, so I've been around people who already lived that life, bro. So for me, coming from Ethiopia, bro, you know what I'm saying, where I
Shout out
dreamt
to
of being in
Ethiopia.
LA, bro. Manifestation, bro. I used to dream of being in LA when I was a
Yo,
kid.
on God in heaven, like X, listen, bro. On God in heaven, I'm glad you said that. No, listen,
Right,
this is real talk, bro.
right,
When I was a kid back home, remember the Cosby Show, the Stoops. You know
right,
the
right,
Stoops
right,
before they go in the house, the little
right,
Stoops.
right,
When I used to walk, bro, when I used to walk my neighborhood, I used to picture the Stoops like I'm gonna be in America, and the house is gonna look like that. And I used to literally picture all them
picture it.
like fucked up houses, right?
Right, right,
I used to
right,
picture those to be the Stoops. When I
right,
used to walk and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be grass here. It's gonna be like this. When I walk in the house, I used to
right,
picture like, yo, when I open the fridge, it's gonna be burgers and shit.
right,
It's
right,
so
right.
weird, but like you said, I visualized it and we
Bro,
ended up
and it
here.
happened. Right.
It's only a
But
matter of time. When you consistently wire your brain to think you're a multimillionaire or
it's gonna
a
happen, bro.
billionaire, an idea, God will give you an idea when you're ready.
Right.
God will
Exactly.
give you an idea all the
Right.
time. But
Right. All
when
the
you don't
time.
execute it, that idea goes to another person. That's
Right.
why people have the same ideas most of the time. The people that are successful execute it. That's the
Right.
only difference
Yeah. And
with
execution comes
people.
down to character, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things don't get unrealized because we haven't developed the characters, man. Like you said, God will give us the ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to pretty much see it through, right? Are we going to be disciplined? Are we going to continue to believe in hard times? Are we going to have the character to be resilient? You know what I'm saying? And push through and be patient and work at it and work hard and stay up late nights and continue to work through it and stop the noises. You know what I'm saying? and things of that nature, man. Those are gonna be the reasons why you're gonna make it to where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And uh, a lot of times, man, people always see, they see you shining, but they don't understand the work that goes behind becoming a successful person. You know what I'm saying? Like yourself, like
Yeah,
working on this
bro.
podcast, shooting a bunch of podcast
Bro,
episodes a day, sleeping 3 hours a day, right?
you
Working in
know.
tech, shooting 2 podcasts, then doing another job. And they don't see that. They see the glitz and glamour of it, and they might
Yeah,
not
they
see
see
all
me
the
and be like, this nigga showing off. I'm like, bro, work
but
like me and then talk. You know what I'm
all right,
saying?
you
Like
know
you
what I'm
said,
saying?
bro.
So
2 gigs,
it takes time. It
taking a
takes time.
course, 2 podcasts, edit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Yeah.
get out right now. I got it's 10 p.m. where I'm at. I gotta
Right.
edit this to prepare
Right.
for tomorrow morning. So I gotta be up
It's
to
it's
1, 2,
it's
and I
one
gotta be
o'clock
up
where
by
I'm at,
5 a.m.
bro. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
It's 1 o'clock where I'm at. I'm gonna get off, and then I have to still work on the shop because I got the launch coming, and I gotta be
Uh-huh.
up for work tomorrow and work for work. You know what I'm saying? And it just keeps going. And honestly, bro, you start to get addicted
But
to the
it don't
life
even feel
because
like work anymore, bro. It
yeah,
just feels
bro,
like yeah,
because
like
you're going somewhere, bro. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? A lot of people let me not even say whatever, man. Like people don't maybe feel
Say it,
this way,
man.
and I've
Don't
been
be
in places.
apologetic. Say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in places where I felt like that too. But honestly, man, once you have a vision, right, that you're working towards, you're just on that road, man, and you're going after it. You know what I'm saying? And it's more exciting. Like, bro, there are times when I can't go to sleep. I'll literally go to sleep and literally wake up at 5 in the morning, and I
The
don't have to
idea
wake
is
up
to
at
be
5,
like working,
bro.
huh?
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because and
Yeah.
especially I love going to work now these days, remotely and all that too. But like I love
Yeah.
going to work because I understand like now that I have the things that I'm building in my life, man, I'm utilizing this to build my dreams. So everything comes into hand, bro, and you become more excited, especially when you're building something for yourself. You know what I mean? So um, whatever that may be for everybody, not everybody want to create their own business, not everybody this and that, but
Yeah.
at least think about how you can create generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You're
Hmm.
gonna need to invest in whether it's real estate, whether it's in the stock market, whatever it may be that you're gonna get into, bro. You're gonna have to invest your money because money needs to multiply, right? And so uh, it's just whatever you're doing, you got to have a vision that you're looking forward to on a daily basis, or else you're gonna stay complacent. And so um, dream bigger though, man. The
100%.
possibilities are limitless. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody and anybody could do this, bro. Like especially we know so many stories of people who came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Came from nothing, bro, and made some amazing things happen in life. And so why am I any different? I'm no different. You're no different. And whoever's
I'm
watching
telling you,
this is no different. You know
all
what I'm
them,
saying?
all them, all them people you idolize, rich folks. The only different, they're human beings. They fart, they sneeze like you.
They
You know what I'm
sleep.
saying? They shit like you. They're human beings. They're not
Right.
robots, or
Right.
they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't find a
Right.
reason to be like the reason why he's successful is because he was placed in a blah blah. Blah. Like, there's always excuses for people, bro,
Right.
as to why as to why this person is this, and that. So you're right, bro. These are the same folks.
No,
You know what
most
I'm saying?
definitely, man. There's people in all different path of life, bro, and everybody comes from different places. But use whatever is in your life that's been given to you. One of my favorite things, man, is that God will never give you more than you can handle. So uh, whatever God is
Yeah, for
giving you in
sure.
your life, whatever may be a challenge, circumstances, bro, it's meant to shape you, and it's actually that stepping stone that's gonna get you to where you're going. So it goes back to perspective, bro. Life is all about perspective, right?
Hmm.
And that's what extreme optimism is about, guys. It's about perspective. You know what I mean? It's about looking at life and things that are happening around you, things that are happening for you, and just realizing that everything is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to learn from and to better yourself, and it's there to push you forward, man. And so the plane doesn't take off, without going against the wind. So if you're going against things in your life, just understand, man, you have to go against that wind. You gotta be challenged in
Go
life to
against the
really grow.
wind.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be our title, bro. Now you said some
Go against the wind.
not a quotable shit, but go against the wind is your shit.
Yes, sir. Go
Brother, I could
decent
do this with you for hours.
for
We do
hours,
this on
bro.
the
This the
phone all the
problem,
time.
bro. You know what I mean?
Every
We can
week we
talk for
tap in
three
and do this
hours.
shit. Yeah,
Facts, facts, man.
I
But hey, look,
appreciate you,
man.
bro. Before
Likewise,
you go
man.
though, plug in your socials
Yes,
and
yes.
and all that, and then talk about yeah,
Got you.
and then the podcast come and plug all that. Let's go.
Okay, I got y'all, man. So if you guys want to reach me anywhere on a platform, best you can find me on Instagram. As you guys maybe might be able to see my tag there on the screen as well. It's Mikael underscore XTO. Uh, when you go to my page, you have my XTO fashion link as well in my bio. But that's my clothing brand, XTO Fashion on Instagram. As well as I have my podcast coming up, the Level Up. I have a channel on YouTube as well as the page bio is in my link, but you can go to Instagram. If you look for it, it's going to be the only Level Up. You can look that up and go ahead and follow me on all socials and platforms. Uh, the launch for my clothing brand is on the 15th, April 15th, this Saturday at midnight. Store will be available nationwide, globally, actually, universally. You know what I'm saying? We going global. But yeah, man, the store is going to be available. And, we're going to grow from here, man. We're only going to grow from here. I'm excited for what's to come. I have the first episode for my show dropping on April 25th for the
I'm second.
Level Up. Huh?
I'm second.
Oh yeah, you can come second right after
All
that,
right.
brother. You know what I'm
Plug for
saying?
me. Yeah.
Uh yes, sir. So, the Level Up first episode, April 25th. And I have a special guest, one of my good friends here in Atlanta as well. That's a very much a successful entrepreneur, worked in the business field, worked in the tech world as well.
I'm a shy guy,
Um,
right?
Yeah, I was shy guy, man. He Ethiopian as well. A very, very, very smart, intellectual, just sharp guy all around, man. And I love his work ethic and everything that he's doing. So he's going to be very insightful, especially for people who are looking to build a watch brand. This is what he does. He has his own watch brand, Donnie Legacy. So I'm gonna have him on a platform, and then I have a lot of special guests planned for you guys, man. People that you might not even think that you're gonna see, man, that you would never expect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for what's to come. Outside of that, you guys know what to do. Stay tuned into the Guns Up Club as usual. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Stay tapped in with my
For
boy
the year
Mikey, man.
23.
Yeah, he's feeding the streets. You know what I'm saying? He's feeding the streets as always.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
man, we
Appreciate you,
appreciate you,
bro.
bro, and I appreciate you, man. You know I
You
love you,
know,
bro. You're my brother,
likewise,
always,
bro. Love
bro.
you too. You
Yes,
gotta,
sir, Steve.
you come. Are you coming? You coming sometime soon. I know you to LA,
I
so
know, I know. I'm gonna be on
we
that
gonna have to
couch
sit.
with you soon, bro. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Summertime.
I
Don't
can't
let them
wait.
drag me outside, guys. I ain't trying to be dragged
Nah,
outside.
we. I mean, regardless, you have to like 1 or 2 nights, my nigga. That's it.
No. Nah, but we gonna be out there, bro. Definitely pushing the brand and doing different things. So I'll be in LA shortly here around summertime. So yeah, just keep a lookout. I'll be on the podcast in person there. But man, most definitely, I appreciate you guys if you were watching this, man, for tuning in. We appreciate your support. And I'm sure Mikey does all the time. Express this. I want to express this as well, man. We appreciate every love and support from anyone and everyone, right? And again, I hope that you guys walk away with some valuable information, perhaps some inspiration, some motivation, some perspective in life. And we're gonna continue to do this. We're here to serve, man.
That's that's the whole
We're here to
point. That's the
serve.
whole point of this podcast and the Guns Up
Right,
Club is to help people.
right,
Whoever's gonna accept it, accept it. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. But whenever you're ready,
right.
come and
Yeah,
accept,
most definitely.
accept, learn a game or two. That's why we having guests that are
Right,
like on the up and up, but successful at the same time. So,
right. Most
I
definitely,
appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Yes,
Yo, let
sir.
me get
Always.
100 likes for this video. I got 60 likes, so let's get 100. Let's get it to 100. And
Oh,
if you watching,
we got people already on live.
no, the last video. So
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting them know. 100 likes and subscribe to the channel. Can you click
Right,
subscribe before you exit out? Subscribe
right,
to the channel.
right.
Belly, I appreciate you, bro.
Love you too,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We're gonna tap back in. I'm
Yes,
gonna be on
sir.
your show soon, so we're gonna tap back in always.
Oh man, we got a whole lifetime to go, man. You know what time it is, bro.
Yes, sir,
So
man. So
hey,
I know it's late for you. You in the Eastern clock, so
yeah, I look forward to the episode dropping myself. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
I'll be
ready
watching the
tomorrow, bro.
show.
I'll be ready tomorrow. I'll be ready tomorrow. I mean, just
I got y'all, man. Well, hey, everybody have a good night.
let's do a thumbnail though. Let's do a thumbnail before you go.
What's the thumbnail? Okay. Let me see.
Thumbnail's like whatever the screenshot is gonna be. So do something. I don't know. He said.
Let me see, bro. Nah, hold on. Let me do something different.
Yeah, let's go. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
Likewise, fam.
Like and subscribe. We
Like and
out.
subscribe, man. Tap in, tap in, tap in, and also leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm picks up on the comments. Look,
And
guys,
that picks
y'all
up on
want
the
to
like
see us
section.
win? Y'all want to see us win? Like, let's not just be about talk. We want to always talk about, hey, we need support. You know, we need to
Support is
support each
free.
other, this
It's
and
free.
that. Yeah, support is free,
We don't
guys.
charge
You
you.
know, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, share. All that's gonna happen is you guys see us grow. We all grow together. You know what I'm saying? And tap in with us, right? If there are things you want to do, you need some support in return. Whatever you have going on, tap in. Let's network. You know, that's what it's about, right? So we're building a community here. It's not just about us. This is about. It's not just me, Mikey, or him himself, or mine. This is all of us together and how we can come together and create a unified impact around the world. So let's continue to think positively. Extremely optimistic, baby. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Yo, by the way, I left a few things out that we didn't talk about, so I saved them actually for this moment when you come. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like
Okay.
5 records and all that. It's still
Yeah,
five
yeah,
records
for
though.
sure. For
We
sure.
outside.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, we
bro.
outside. All right, family.
Let's go.
Peace, man. Peace.
Mhm.
Talk to you soon, bro.
All right.